Hello, everybody. Crazy Cat Lady diamond painting. I just noticed the comment saying the last one didn't have sound either. So I just sat here screwing around with everything here. I've been plugging, I thought it was because I had used my headset the one time, but here I've been plugging my camera into the wrong USB thing. I guess my one USB plug won't let sound go through. I've been sitting here talking to myself for hours on end. Oh, goodness. But, anyways, I started that Tiger's Heart for there's two things going on right now. One is a dreamer. Wait, yeah, Dreamer Designs, I believe is the name of the company that has Tiger Heart. And they're doing a drill along for September and October. And then there's also a thing going on through Diamonds and Washi and Emeralds and Fairy Lights are both co-sponsoring this little thing called Drills and Chills 2025. I figure I've been kind of putting this off. I haven't been working on anything. I just kind of I think it's just all the red. So I've been forcing myself to try to get this completed because I still Dreamer Designs. Um I had ordered two custom paintings from Dreamer Designs, not just the one with my aunt and uncle with my cousin, but one with my mom with my cousin. And the bigger one for my aunt and uncle didn't turn out well, and I'm still going back and forth with them. They're trying to say it's going to take them 75 days to get the money back from my bank to refund me the money. A big runaround, rigmarole, whatever thing going on. So I'm thinking this year I might, I don't know. With me, I opened Tiger's Heart to do these little contests with both of them places. Plus, I have to finish this. Plus, I have to do the one for my mom. And then, if I do that one for my mom and I don't do the ones for my aunt and uncle, then I don't know. That'll like look weird. I don't know. I gotta place the order for another one of those for my aunt and uncle that hopefully the skin color will be right. And I'm like, I've got three things to do for my family for Christmas. And then I've got the one that I had to start that project though. I was like, I've never done something where a whole bunch of people are diamond painting at the same time and doing contests and stuff. So I figured that'd really get me back into it since I have just been putting this one off and not working on it. And I know it's because it's just the field of red is just getting between that. And I did the one for my aunt and uncle for a couple of months there. And I'm not doing things that I want to do, I'm doing things for other people. And I've been wanting to open that Tiger's Heart. Plus, I've got the Untamed one too. Or I think it's called Untamed, or is it called? It's saying on their site now, calling it Tamed, but I thought it was Untamed. But uh, so as soon as I saw the things for the Halloween, I wasn't sure. I immediately thought of Tiger's Heart. And I was like, yes, finally an excuse to open it. But then she said, well, it has to be something that you look at and you think Halloween or fall. And I was like, well, it's creepy. I mean, she's a creepy looking girl and she's holding a heart. I mean, looks Halloween to me. So I turned it in. I filled out the form for it and turned it in, and I haven't gotten anything back saying that it doesn't qualify. So I will be doing Tiger's Heart. I I kitted it up the last time. I sat there and did all the kitting and stuff, and although you couldn't hear me talking about it. I was like, yeah, I'm very excited to get started on it. So now I'm trying to push my way through this to at least get the background down. Once the background's done, this is all I ordered all specials for that entire area there. So that'll be exciting. It's just getting through this background is just dragging. I should get my 10 placer and just start 10 placing just to try to get through it. Because it is a drag just doing one color. I mean, even though it's got like great gradients all through it, so it's not just a field of just one color. There are other, it's got like lighter and darker colors all through it. Probably be easier if it was just one solid color. I could just blast right through. But as I've said the last couple of times, last month I went with my kids and my grandkids. We all went to Kalahari. I rented a cabana for us on the inside, assuming there would be air conditioning, and there was not. It was so hot. I had to keep myself wet all day because I've got this condition that is very heat sensitive. We went and got Greek food. There was a Greek festival going on this weekend, so we went down there and grabbed a ton of pastries. I'm gonna have pastries for a week, and we got our dinners there. Oh, got my euros. I wanted more today even, but we just made spaghetti. Spaghetti was sounded and good, and it tasted good too. It's nice and full now, just trying to get this done. Had to take me and my daughter made patents, and we had to putting a clear coat on them to seal them up because they're on slices of wood from trees with the bark all around them, and I was told that that bark will dry and come off, so I'm sealing it up really well. I wanted them sealed to just seal it so they can be washed off and they'll stay clean. Oh, yeah, and the other thing I had said, so rehash everything that I had said that nobody got to hear. I had said that I needed to trap feral cats. I had to buy a drop trap because two of them wouldn't go in there, and the one was a male who is basically the dad of this female's kittens. He always hangs out with her and stuff. Well, this spring he showed up, he had a big gash on the side of his face that was like degloved. The skin was there was a flap of skin just hanging off the side of his face. I couldn't catch him. I kept trying the regular traps. He is too smart to go in them. And then the female wouldn't go in them either. They would sit right next to the trap with all of this tempting food, and they would just look in it and be like, "Nah, I ain't going in there." So I had to spend like $400 or $500 getting a drop trap, and I got a remote control trigger because if anybody's outside, they won't even come on my porch. So I started putting their food underneath the drop trap, and so they were eating under there for a month. And I got the mom and the dad and got them in there, got them fixed. By the time I got him in there, he had scratched the skin off the side of his face and it was all down his neck. They, when I picked him up, I told him, I said, do whatever you can for him. I want him to have the shot of penicillin. And they asked me if I could keep him indoors for any length of time, and I said yes. And here they told me only 1 day. Well, I kept him for 2. I wanted to keep him until tonight, but they were just so stressed out being in the house. They wouldn't come out. They were just huddled in a corner for days. I'm like, yeah, they've got to go. So I let him on out. He had to get 14 stitches in his face and neck to seal that up. I hope he's doing good out there. I haven't seen him since I let him out. The mom just went right back to the porch. She won't come out if she sees me out there. Oh, I should check my phone and see if she's laying out there now. She probably won't because that's where I'm clear coating the paintings. But other than that, this is our first weekend of not having overtime, which is nice. Actually got some rest. Yeah, I got rest and then we got up and we went out to eat. And then we got home. I was like, oh yeah, with all the rest that I've already gotten, I'll just sit here in the recliner and work on this diamond painting and watch some TV. I fell right to sleep. So kind of lost some time I was planning to put in on this diamond painting here to get it done, but was obviously needed because I was out like a light. I'll never complain about getting too much rest. It's finally cooling off so I can I can put windows open and get some fresh air in the house. That's pretty nice. The Drills and Chills is supposed to have a new video out yesterday. I really need to look it up and listen to it to see what they had to say. Because I don't know if I've got to like show my progress every week or what I've got to do. But I think I did do a few, like very few of the drills to get that started because then I was like, when I started, I'm watching videos of all these people going, "Oh, here's this work in progress. Here's this work in progress." I'm like, "Nah, I cannot do that. I've got to just work on one at a time." But then I opened that one. I'm like, "But I really don't want to go back and forth." But I know doing her will get me back into my routine of working on these every day. So I'm like, yeah, I took like almost a month off here. I'm like, I got to get back at it because a lot of the stuff I'm working on, it's presents for Christmas and it's coming up. It's only a few months, and with how long that one took me, I can't take any more time off. I've really got to start concentrating on these things. What are you doing, boy? Oh, you try and figure out how to get. Come here. Here. Toast. Come here. Hey. And he jumps over. Okay, whatever. What a goof. All right. Back at it. I don't know what all. Well, everything I've said hasn't been heard, but I'm so tired of rehashing over everything over and over again. There's things that I've already said twice. I don't even know. Uh, it's been a good half hour today brushing my dog because he's blowing his coat. He's a German Shepherd, which I call German Shudders anymore. So I brushed a dog off of my dog. Speaking of, I've got to order more flea stuff. But yeah, I had the mom kitten in the bathroom with her little guy until I was taking in those ferals to get them fixed. Her and her little boy are in my bedroom now. And when I brought the ferals home, I just put them in the bathroom. And once it was time to release them, I just opened the window and let them out. Yep. I was going to keep the female inside until I started thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, she's used to being outside and fighting with other cats over territory and keeping her babies straight. She'll attack all my cats in the house. I can't have that. So I guess she'll just continue living on my porch like forever. I want to catch, she's still got 3 kittens out there. I'm guessing the one is too old because the one that I've got in here is that one's sister, which I think he's a male. So he'll have to go back out, but I want to catch the 2 younger ones and get them in and fixed. I might have to catch the older male too and get him fixed. Yeah. I'm gonna trap and fix everybody in the neighborhood so we've got no more strays being born. It breaks my heart watching them just freezing through the winter and then the heat of the summer. All right, I'm gonna have to refill this. Let's see, F is 817. 817. What do we got? 817. It's this one. All righty. I'm just glad I figured out what was going on with the sound of these. It was kind of driving me buggy for a minute. I uninstalled and reinstalled the program. I thought it was because the one day I wore the headset and there was no sound that day, and I thought I had just screwed it up by wearing the headset the one day. But no, it's the plug. My computer is old. I had bought it used way back when, so it was already old when I bought it. But it serves its purpose. I don't need anything super fancy, really. Considering all I do is work, the only thing I do on here is, oh, sorry, watch videos, scroll through Facebook, and make these videos about this diamond painting. So, oh, I, Thursday, I watched diamond painting videos the entire time I was at work, seeing all of the editing and all the cool stuff that everybody puts on theirs. I'm like, you'll never get that from me. I doubt that I'll ever sit around and learn video editing and stuff. I mean, unless YouTube's got something on there that I might check out, but other than that, eh. Oh, goodness, yawning. Now the spaghetti's put me to sleep. If I get a cat on my lap, it's over. But yeah, I was saying I had marathoned through all the Dexters, and as of now, I'm caught up with everything on them. I've watched all of the old ones, the first 8 seasons, and then the New Blood, and then Original Sin, and I'm on episode 10 of the Resurrection. So, caught up on that, trying to look for something else to watch. I checked all of my normal, all the things I've been watching, and nothing has any new seasons yet, so guess I'm just waiting for the fall for everything to start new seasons. Really need to check up on my brother. Last time I talked to him, he said they found fungus in his blood. So I was hoping, since they put the stent in his liver, that he would be eating and not so sick to his stomach, but no, they got him on more meds for the fungus, so now he's still sick to his stomach. I'm like, he cannot afford to lose any kind of weight. They need to get him straightened out. I really thought once he got the transplants, as long as he wasn't rejecting them, that he would be better, but it's still the same stuff. He's constantly sick from something. They got him on so many meds. Ugh. He knows he's gonna love this. My other brother's finally getting back on Facebook again and saying hi, which is nice now that it's football season, because my cousin used to be football crazy, and now they're looking at me, my auntie, and going, "Well, just watch a game." I'm like, you know what? Everyone knew I've never been into football. Vicky knew I wasn't into football. She understands. I am not trying to take her place. You guys aren't going to force me to start watching football because she's gone. So you forget that. Nope, I am not trying to fill her shoes. And she knows and she understands for sure. All right. Well, let me go up into this app, and then got some there. Well, I got some there too. Really want just a clear field. Well, there's a ton of D's through here that I could just, I'll switch over to my 10 placer. So I have got to get this background done so I can get onto my, what is it? I think it's painting with sparklers, or DP with sparklers. I'll look it up. Once I'm onto it, I'll put the links in the description. For now, I'm going to sit here yawning my head off. I hope I'm not making you guys yawn. I would just go to bed, but I've got to work in the morning, tomorrow afternoon, so stay up late tonight and get as much done as I can. I've got to wash out my one litter box. It's one of the litter robots. And it's time for me to do my full tear down and wash of it. Because it's looking pretty dingy, so. Here, clamp is pulling my hair. Oh, man, it's so quiet in here. Everybody must want to sleep upstairs. Because it is quiet. All right, I needed 3 Fs. There it is. Lost track just that quick. I miss using my electric one placer, but I am not screwing around with this. Like, I gotta place as many at a time as I can. All this red is a lot. It's just a lot. Okay, I saw some. Jeez. I keep losing them. Well, got a lot of single ups up in here. You switch. Guess I could put the BBC on and see what's going on. I don't listen to American news anymore because I don't trust it. It's turning into a propaganda machine everywhere anymore. So I listen to news from overseas. Well, not overseas.
I got just from for the first time. You can get all ESPN, Disney Plus, and Hulu with one epic offer.
There. Listen to Canadians. Okay, I don't have to do this anymore. Got my settings open to try to figure out what's going on with the microphones.
Get it for $29.99 a month.
So funny. As soon as I switched the USB, it popped right on. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This whole time. And it was just plugged into the wrong plug. Great. Well, I'm glad it was an easy fix, actually, because I just don't have it in me to be fighting with these computers.
Rather than get rich quick, I believe in get rich slow. The high yield cash account at Public actually had higher rates than anything else I was able to find online. I don't want to be losing sleep over having made risky investments. I needed something stable that could really give me long-term financial benefits. I know my money's working hard for me, and I know I can access it anytime I need it. I find it challenging to come up with a gift that's really impactful, something that really makes a difference. Jolie has been a tremendous gift. It's something that is not only looks beautiful, but makes us feel amazing, and is something that we get to use every day. For me, trust is about presence. About fostering relationships all around the world over years. It's about patience, not rushing to be the first, but striving to get it right, to get to the truth. We can't just ask the questions. We have to question the answers. Debate, debate, debate. We have to create a space for opposing voices to be heard and challenged. We fight every day to earn your trust. And we never take it for granted. We capture the story, fact check the story.
Oh, but when I was kidding up and putting everything into my Lazy Susan little drill carousel over there, I was singing the praises of Carissa's Craft Corner because I'm like, without that thing, I don't think I would be as enthused about diamond painting as I am, because having the stuff in there, I don't know if it's just because I'm ADHD or what, but I love having all of my stuff at the ready in these so I can just flip around and look for what I'm planning to do, and instead of like emptying, filling to switch colors. Yeah, I totally love that thing.
Live from London, this is BBC.
Actually, looking at possibly if I should ever do one that requires more than that, holds 80 different colors there.
In New Zealand has been shot dead by police. President Trump says he's ready to move to a second stage of sanctioning Russia following the heaviest Russian aerial bombardment of the war against Ukraine.
Oh, goodness.
We're going to get it done. The Russia-Ukraine situation, we're going to get it done. I have confidence we're going to get it done.
And Carlos Alcaraz wins the US Open.
Hi, Sarge.
This chapter is compelling.
Just ram into me, boy.
Beating him in.
Jeez, he has been so needy. Well, he's locked out of my bedroom now since I've got that female in there with her kitten. He is not appreciating that because he's usually in the bed with me. He has me pet him until I won't anymore. All right, boy. Get your butt out of my face. Oh, that's not it. That's Phoebe. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Phoebe, baby. Little Phoebe, baby. How you doing, girl?
For 3 years. The case aroused so much interest worldwide.
This one may as well be his daughter. See that? Oop, don't put your paws on there, girl. Yeah, that's sticky. Oh, pretty girl. Yeah, that's my I know. Oh, boy. Here we go. My soft, pretty little BB. My little Phoebe BB. Yeah. Oh, my.
The total effective sentence is life in prison, and I fixed a non-parole period.
The kids were arguing and fighting with me about me keeping the female from outside. I know they had a sigh of relief when I was like, oh, I can't bring her in. She'll probably fight with everybody. They were like, we have too many already. You got too many. You already got 8 cats. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm not putting them back outside and having them suffer like that for no reason. Now that I've caught them, they could stay in. Well, not the boys, because my one boy, Toes, if there are strange males in the house, he actually gets stress and anxiety so bad that I had to put him on little kitty, I can't remember what the stuff is that they give people. I don't remember, but his anxiety gets so high, he acts like he's blocking, like he can't pee and everything, but I guess it's something happens to their bladder wall. It gets like rough or something, and they have a hard time peeing for, and he just go in the litter box, kept going in the litter box over and over, but nothing was coming out. I thought he was blocked. He wasn't blocked. It's not Zoloft. It's something. They put him on something for a while, but then I took him off of it because I was like, all I got to do is remember I can't have any males in the house. So yeah, which is funny because I used to. That's why I only ever kept females, because I'm always afraid the male is going to block. But now I've got two of them, Mr. Toes and Mr. Sarge. And they're both polydactyls. Sarge has got, he's got like a thumb, and then he's got like a little claw in between here, which I was talking to the vet about having removed because the nail grows. We got to keep checking on it, but they said that it actually does have bones to it. So that would probably cause him arthritis and stuff. They're like, yeah, unless it's causing like a huge problem, we avoid removing those, because there is one. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was a bone. She's like, yeah, it would be flopping around in there if it wasn't attached to bone. So I'm like, oh, okay, guess I won't. Toes, he has actually 3 extra here, and then he's got 1 in there too. So he's got like an extra hand on the side of his paw.
There is a lot more detail there about the case, of course.
Pretty weird, but
today's sentencing.
they're my little guys.
New Zealand, where a man who absconded with his 3 young children nearly 4 years ago has been killed in a shootout with officers. Police say they fired back when the man, Tom Phillips, shot an officer in the head. The police have used road bikes to set a quad bike he'd been using with one of his children. The seriously wounded policeman is being treated in hospital.
The first attending police
There's a lot
officer
of
at
ups up
that
here.
scene has come across that stopped quad bike and been confronted by gunfire at close range. The officer has been struck in the head. He's immediately fallen to the ground and taken cover. Soon after, a second patrol unit arrives and has engaged the offender, and he has died at the scene.
Well, let's talk to our correspondent now, who's been covering it for us. He's been involved in farm. He's keeping an eye on this story.
Hopefully I can get this whole field of D's done tonight.
Yeah, well, this is a
Because I really got to push this out so that I can do my girl.
2021, when Tom Phillips,
That tiger's heart is so pretty.
Children, the week that he was meant to be looking after his children. Now, what followed after that was a huge search effort from New Zealand police that cost hundreds of thousands.
Which, yeah, a lot of people would be like, what? With all the crap you're going through for that custom painting, you're still buying from them? And I'm like, I don't know. That one painting, it's like the second custom that I ordered at the same time. That one looks fine. You just got to be really careful with them, with skin tones.
He again went missing with his 3 children.
I'll still buy diamond paintings for them. I don't know that I don't think I'll order any more customs from them, but I will still buy diamond paintings from them, because it is still a really good quality canvas.
For any whereabouts or location for the 3 children and Tom Phillips, but that didn't come to anything.
Yeah, we're just looking at the.
They've got paintings that are
Do
pretty
we
that
know
I
anything
appreciate.
about,
I will
what might happen to them now?
still buy from them.
Yeah, so these three kids at the moment are aged 9, 10, and 11. So, of course, about 4 years ago, they were very young when they went missing. One of the kids is in police custody, receiving wraparound support. The other two kids are still missing, and police believe that they are unaccompanied in the bush at this very moment. So there is a huge search effort for these kids. There's a lot of concern for these kids' mental and physical well-being. We're not sure the way that they've been living in the last 4 years, the food that they've been eating, and of course they have been isolated from medical care, from other people, from schools. So there's a lot of concern for these three kids.
I'm sure. Van, thank you very much for bringing us right up to date our bureau in Singapore on that story. President Trump has said he's ready to move to a second stage of sanctioning Russia. He gave no details, but made the remarks after the heaviest Russian
Oh,
aerial
I should
bombardment
really
of the
stop doing this, chasing this one color and
At least
get to the
4 civilians
D's.
were
Well,
killed
I think I gotta do
and
4s
hurt
before I
in
get to the
attacks on
D's.
Saturday night into Sunday morning. Government buildings in Kyiv was hit. When asked about his reaction to the Russian attacks, Donald Trump said he's aware but still believes peace is possible.
I'm not happy about the whole situation. You know, it's interesting. It doesn't affect us because it's not our soldiers. But they're losing now. I used to tell you 5,000. They're losing 7,000 between Ukraine and Russia. 7,000 soldiers every single week. It's such a horrible waste of humanity. So no, I am not thrilled with what's happening. I have to tell you. I think it's going to get settled over the next couple. Look, we're going to get it done. The Russia-Ukraine situation, we're going to get it done. I have confidence we're going to get it done.
Well, Kharkiv is Ukraine's second largest city, lying
Oh,
just 30 kilometers
goodness.
from the Russian border and has endured some of the heaviest attacks since the conflict with Russia began. Over the past year, BBC Investigations has collected video diaries documenting the lives of some of the people who chose to stay in the city, capturing the deeply personal moments of those on the front line of President Trump's stance on the war in Ukraine shifts. The BBC's World Affairs editor John Simpson reports.
Мы живем в какой-то степени нормальную жизнь. Она не нормальна, но мы ее живем. А в Харькове любую минуту, реально любую минуту, это может закончиться.
Anna is a writer. She lives alone with her Doberman Hector and parrot Kira. Like Anna, Marina has been documenting her life
Oh,
for
goodness.
BBC I. She runs an online news site for Kharkiv. Marina is a single mother to 7-year-old twins Gritza and Pelagaya.
Безумовно, це діти мої. Безумовно, я як мати кожен день переживаю.
Oh, goodness.
The situation is growing more uncertain.
So
In
many
February,
ups.
Washington stopped all military aid to Kiev, following a clash in the Oval Office between the newly re-elected US President Donald Trump and the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
And the thing is, my favorite, когда президент военной страны, Соединенных Америки, выбирает правду наизнанку.
2 weeks later, the US resumed support for Ukraine after Kiev agreed to a 30-day ceasefire. But the Russian President Vladimir Putin rejected the idea.
Hmm.
Слышишь? Дроны почали летіти, ганяють.
It was to get worse. According to Kharkiv Mayor, June saw a record number of airstrikes.
Это вот в коридоре собака сходила с ума, ты не знаешь, что делать. Честно, я прощала жизнь.
In July, Trump changed policy again, warning Putin, peace in 50 days or face more tariffs. And thankfully, Russia responded. with another massive attack on Kharkiv.
It might be toward the end of the single ones here.
Trump didn't wait 50 days. Instead, he met Putin for talks. There was no
Oh,
peace.
there's one.
Russian attacks continue.
Несправедливо. Це знак тоталітаризму, що він може
Switch over to the fours, which the ones on top are wet. I watered my spider plant and it overflowed and it poured into my excess ones up here. So, oh goodness. I'll work with this, but if it comes time I need more, I'll just stop and wait till tomorrow or something when they're dried.
Israel hasn't given an official response yet to the proposal. President Trump says he's warned Hamas about the consequences of not accepting before writing this in his last warning. Hamas says it is ready to immediately sit at the negotiating table to discuss a potential hostage deal with Israel. On Sunday, the Israeli military hit a third high-rise building in Gaza City. The Israeli Defense Forces claim the building has been used by Hamas militants. Palestinians say it was used to shelter displaced families. Well, joining me in the studio from BBC Arabic is Saeed Shahata. Before we talk about what's going on in Gaza City, let's just get your take on what you're hearing about this.
Nice. So I turn on BBC and it's all about war after war after war.
On Hamas.
The American President Donald Trump said before deal would come soon and it's the same thing. But this time he issued what he described the final warning for Hamas.
If they don't move along from this stuff, I'm going to switch to something else because this stuff is just exhausting.
The consequences for accepting by Hamas the terms. What was reported that the new
Come on now. Come on now.
hostages, the 48 in one go, the first day of the truce. Second, Israel will release hundreds of prisoners in the Israeli prisons. In addition to that, Mr. Trump will lead the negotiating route to reach a deal. But no specifics.
What is going on? It sure isn't lifting anything very easily. Put it on this.
Against people in Gaza.
Oh. Whenever it isn't lifting very well, I put it to where it's not drawing in, it's pushing out, just in case something's clogging it.
From Israel. So how
it always seems to straighten it out.
This condition, and Hamas will count on Mr. Trump words. So, but also this another issue for Hamas. Will they accept Mr. Trump without any commitment written in any those terms? So
really like this electric thing.
What Mr. Trump said will not give any like optimism about reaching a deal because the gap between Israel and Hamas from the last 2 years did not change.
Okay. Just very briefly, Saeed, what's the latest on the operations in Gaza City?
The Israeli forces carried on more strikes. And,
oh, goodness. I am just yawning like crazy. I'm so sorry, guys. Especially if I'm making you guys yawn.
Some people like stick to the places because they said, well, wherever they go, they might be targeted.
It's been a lazy daisy weekend, I guess.
Seeking aid in to be wicked because malnutrition and the lack of health facilities. So all of that add to the million of people in Gaza and in the region, it puts pressure on making a deal. But unfortunately, I can see how Israel and Hamas bridge the gap to reach a deal according to Mr. Trump without English.
Thank you so much. Good to get your take on things. Saeed Shahata then.
Oh, I started watching Adolescence because I kept hearing about that online and during my during the week. I listened to podcasts while I'm at work, and a couple of them mentioned it too. And I watched the first episode and I'm just like, wow.
That could really give me long-term financial benefits.
It's
I know
going
my
to
money's gonna
be
hard for me, and I know I can access it anytime I need it.
quite the show.
Welcome, Gene. She passed them down to you.
Not gonna give any spoilers.
Good question. You can thank generations of amazing women for those. Discover their life and what led to you with an Ancestry Family History membership. See your roots and where those stories came from with an Ancestry DNA kit. Put them together, and there you are. Get started today at Ancestry.
All right, now I'm starting to do things that I could use a multi-placer on.
Prime Minister Francois
Oh.
gaveled his government on a confidence vote of his controversial austerity plan. With opposition parties united against him and public anger growing, his political survival is far from certain. Pierre-Antoine Denis explains.
François Bayonne's recall of Parliament comes as he tries to push 44 billion euros in budget cuts through France's precious assembly. He believes that this scandal could save both his political career and France's finances, but it is more likely to bring his government down.
Here for
So
any
what is in this
fours?
austerity plan?
Think I've gotten fours out of my field.
All welfare plans, a trim on pensions, and to increase France's productivity, he even suggests that 2 national holidays should be scrapped. Why?
Yeah,
Because
it
of
looks
France's
like it.
national debt, sitting now at
Okay.
150% of the country's
Field of D's. Let me
Bayrou says every second France is
turn
debt
that off
rises
because
by
this
5,000
is.
euros, and he calls it our national curse.
Huh,
So
where
François
is
Bayrou
my
decided
10
to put a
placer?
mandate before the
I should
assembly,
really just get
but his
another.
coalition is fragile, and political members from all across the aisle have said that they will not support this plan. This means that Mr. Bayrou, who only took office last December, is on
Oh,
track
these
to
are
become
screw
the
in.
Prime Minister
Oh, I
for
can't.
in less than 2 years.
Um,
Experts
shoot.
believe Mr. Bayrou needs a miracle on Monday to stay in his jobs. And even if it does survive, there is widespread discontent over this budget.
Take
plan
off.
and this austerity
Yeah,
reform, with
I
nationwide
guess.
strikes and protests already planned
Okay, I
all
can't.
across the region.
I'll do the 6
With
placer
hope and
because I'm not going to
ambition
fight with
to reenact the
this.
Yellow Vest movement of 2018
What
that
people
would
are
have
saying
been
is you keep
defeated.
taking these off of these resin pens and the pen starts to crack, so.
Visit to support a number of charity projects. His wife, Meghan, and
Oh,
the 2
6th
children have not
place.
travelled with him from California. It's not yet known whether he will see his father, the king, while he is here. Our senior royal correspondent, Daniela Ralph, reports.
Prince Harry was last in the UK back in April for a court hearing over his security arrangements. But this week, his visit will focus on a long-standing charity project he supports. He will once again be at the Well Child Award later today. He's been a patron of the charity for 17 years, highlighting the courage of seriously ill children and their families. When Prince Harry and the then Meghan Markle were engaged in 2017, their first official joint visit was to Nottingham. Tomorrow, Harry returns there to a youth project, where he'll also announce a significant personal donation to the BBC's Children in Need. Whether Prince Harry will see his father while he's here is still unclear. The King has spent the weekend on his Balmoral estate in Scotland, where he attended the Braemar Highland Games. Father and son have not seen each other in person since
I was gonna do some single placings. I'm like, ugh.
family tensions
Oh, let
remain.
me just do my
In his
multis.
BBC interview in May, Prince Harry said he wanted things to be different.
Of course, some members of my family will never forgive me for writing a book. Of course, they will never forgive me for lots of things. But, you know, there is. I would love reconciliation with my family. There's no point in continuing to fight them.
Meeting up with his brother, the Prince of Wales, is not on the cards. That relationship remains broken. Prince William will continue with a week full of engagements, including one today, to mark the 3-year anniversary of the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Daniela Ralph, BBC News. Now it was Carlos Alcaraz who won the men's final at the US Open, replacing Yannick Sinner now as the world #1 tennis player. Alcaraz bulldozed his way past Sinner with a booming serve in a 2.5 match by 3-1. The match in New York was delayed by 30 minutes because of security measures.
This is so
due to
boring, but I'm
presence
like,
of
the
Donald
faster
Trump.
it gets
He was
done, the
greeted with
faster I can
hoots
start on
and cheers
mine.
in Democratic Party controlled city. Well, let's bring in tennis author Bastian.
He'd better
Bastian, who
appreciate
has
this.
written the book Big Three, and joining in
I
live
know
from
he
London.
will.
What are you watching?
He
Yes, it
loves some
was.
Red Wings.
There
He
was
will
absolutely
definitely
everything on the
love
line, right?
this.
There was US Open, of course, but also the world #1 ranking and the chance maybe for Sinner to tie Alcaraz in Grand Slam titles at 5. And well, I think it was a pretty underwhelming final. It wasn't at the same level as the Roland Garros Classic that they played back in June, or even the Wimbledon final. I think they didn't
I'm
play
telling you, it is
at their best
very
at the same
quiet in
time.
this
And
house.
Alcaraz
They have
was a
got to
far
be
better
asleep
player
upstairs. I
in
haven't
3 of
heard
the
a
4
peep
sets.
out of any of them.
So yeah, Sinner, I think, accepted his fate a little too fast, and the match felt a bit deflating, given the standards that they've set. So yeah,
Okay.
all in all, a little bit disappointing. But,
So your book, The Big Three, I assume that refers to Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal,
Doing silly
and
girl.
Novak Djokovic. Is that correct?
yeah, it does. Yeah.
So
Silly little
who's the
Phoebe.
big
She
three going
hasn't
forward?
cuddled up with me in a long
Alcaraz and
time.
Sinner, but is there room for more?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
my
thing.
pretty
I'm
girl.
fascinated by how fast we've transitioned from the big three to how it's called the new
Pretty
two
little
era
Phoebe
of
baby.
Alcaraz and Sinner. There was no transition, no man's land. We went straight from
I
Djokovic
know.
winning his last
Little snuggle
slam
bunny. She's
2
so
years ago
pretty.
to Sinner
She's
and
just so
Alcaraz
pretty.
sweeping every slam for the
Yeah.
next 2 years. So yeah, I'm asking myself questions whether there's going to be a third man coming up and rising up to the challenge like Djokovic did back in the day
I'm
with Federer and Nadal.
hoping
If
we're
it were to
over
be
all the
about
overtime
candidates,
at work.
I would say maybe Draper from the UK.
Would be
That's good to know.
nice.
Jack Draper. Well,
That'll
that
give me
sounds
more
your
time to
thoughts in
do
great form.
this.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Indeed. Thank you so much. Bastian, good to get your take on that tennis final. Another nail biter between the world's two top male players. It was a very good watch. I'll be back with business today. There is lots to discuss.
Silly girl.
Here in the UK, a new defence strategy
Grabbing
was
my
expected
hands.
to be launched, but also we
Oh
have
my
the
goodness,
TUC
lady.
meeting and much more.
Oh, you gonna
Speak
bite me
to
now?
business today.
Girl, you are just silly. Silly, silly girl.
It's such an amazing gift because
Trying to
it
put me to sleep, huh?
is
Laying here in my
every day. It's
lap.
making you healthier and it's
That's what
making
keeps
your
knocking me
hair
out.
better and your
I
skin
get a
better,
cat in my
it's
lap
like
and I
one of
fall
those
right
simple
to
little
sleep.
luxuries that you can indulge in every day.
Yeah.
I started
You
kids
guys
with
make me
one
too
goal,
comfy.
rethinking
Snuggle
how we
me
care for our
all
hair.
up and then I
Our
fall
Rice Water
asleep.
shampoo and conditioner bars are packed with protein, vitamins, and amino acids which support healthy hair growth. Find out more at bykids.com.
Oh, it's what? Hi, I'm referee
Where
number
was
2.
I?
So
Right
sorry I'm late.
there.
Violation. Red, card, and cut. I can do it again. Oh, we got it. So this is your car, then? Yeah. I guess. How much were you paying this guy?
I don't even know who that means. If your cat is feeling the pain of osteoarthritis,
Get this whole field and all the way across there. That's not going to be as much. It's not as wide as what this field is. Oh, man. All right, silly girl. I got to work on this. I know. Reaching for me. How dare me stop petting? How dare me?
I stopped hanging out with the guys because I didn't want to hear the wisecracks.
You guys are the reason I get nothing done.
With my friend, Nutrafol really takes the time to do the research, to do the
I
clinical
know.
studies, and I
Silly
really respect
girl.
how it works
Ow.
on the inside.
Nutrafol was able to bring my hair back to life,
Oh.
and it keeps getting thicker and fuller. It felt really good to ditch that.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com. Thinning hair happens to many
Yeah.
women for a number of
Yeah.
reasons. At Kitsch, our best-selling rice butter
I would
protein
get so
shampoo
much more
conditioner
done if I didn't have,
nutrients like
if I had like a
omega-6
space with a
vitamins
door
that promote
closed
healthy
that all
hair
these animals
growth.
couldn't
Learn
get
more at
into.
MyKitsch.com.
But it would be boring.
Predicted to find out what
Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
I
Ow, I like getting chewed on at the same time. Yeah, it's so nice when I get chewed on while I'm diamond painting. Little shit. Ow!
out of reach. Hey,
It's my favorite.
in search for answers.
Yeah,
This real
getting chewed on while I paint.
battlefields to playing fields. Discover the worlds we've lost
Little
and
devil.
the worlds we found. Just sit back and learn from someone else's
That's my
adventures.
girl.
Bring the world
That's my little lady. Yeah, look at you.
to podcast from the BBC.
In a world where media is evolving faster than ever before,
The story shared in bite-sized portions,
influencers change minds.
and news arrives in an inch.
We hear from media insiders on their perspective on the world.
And uncover the story behind the latest trends. Join us for the Media Show on
Pretty,
BBC
pretty
News.
girl. I know. Pretty baby girl. I know. Yeah. Such a pretty baby girl.
On BBC News, the latest business news from
Oh,
Business Today.
I should turn this off and go into Diamonds and Washi and see what they say.
The Prime Minister is set to lose a confidence vote over drastic budget cuts as the country faces mounting debt. Searching for a leader after Shigeru Shiba announces he's stepping down as Prime Minister of Japan, the country braces itself for a period.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let me see. Diamonds and Washi. For me. Week 1. What's in my event? 1 day ago. Okay, this is the most recent one. Excuse me while I get nosy about other people's.
My channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I'm here with my week one video for Jewels and Chills.
Okay.
Jewels and Chills is a diamond painting event that
Oops.
celebrates and centers around all things fall and Halloween. And I don't know about you, but the crazy summer heat that's going on, I've said it every time. I'll say it again. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for cool, crisp weather, pumpkin, everything, just coziness all around. So anyway, if you want more information about how to join in on this event, basically you just have to be working on an on-theme diamond painting and watching these videos to be able to enter for prizes. My co-host is Lindsay from Emeralds and Fairy Lights, and we both have double digits worth of prizes to give away in each of our weekly videos. So yes, she's doing a separate week one video as well you'll want to check out and enter for her prizes.
Okay.
So,
You have to watch
lots
these
of fun to be had.
videos for the weekly prizes.
I will link to our kickoff videos below if you would like to get all of the details and have your FAQs answered. I do want to say a huge thank you to the sponsors of Drills and
Okay.
Chills. Truly, literally, we could not make this event happen without them. They have donated so generously for our prizes that we're giving away throughout the event.
Yeah, I've
as well as
never
some
done any
prizes
events for
that
diamond
are
painting
valued at
before,
hundreds
so
of
I'm pretty
dollars. And I'll
excited
give you
about
some
it.
more details soon about what these different prizes look like. But for now, take a look at our sponsor list below. You'll see a ton of discount codes if you want to do some shopping while saving a little
Ooh.
money. And if you like to coordinate your accessories with your seasonal diamond paintings, There are a lot of shops that have offered things like Drills and Chills event trays, putties, boxes, cover minders, pens, all kinds of good stuff. So, and release paper, I keep thinking of more, but take a look and feel free to do some shopping and support some small shops in your community. Today, for my week one video, I wanted to talk a little bit about what I have in my stash that I could work on for Drills and Chills. So, what's in my Drills and Chills stash? By the way, if you're here to find out more about how to enter for the weekly prizes I'm giving away, I'll have more information towards the end of this video. So, stick around. You can skip ahead, but I'd love if you join me to take a look at what's in my stash that would work for this event. Now, a really common question that we get is, does this kit qualify for Drills and Chills? A couple of years ago, we used to answer this question for every single person that asked it, and it turned into something that I would agonize over. I would spend so much time trying to figure out, like, wait, does this evoke the spirit of Halloween? Are those fall leaves in the background of this picture? It was a lot. We'll just say that. And starting last year, we decided we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to answer those questions because we just want people to enjoy the event. And we just say, here's some rough guidelines, here's some examples of some Halloween imagery, some fall iconography, that kind of thing. And you use your best judgment and we'll use ours. So anyway, I thought it would be fun to, like I said, go through my Gemsflow app. I'm going to screen share here in just a moment. Gemsflow is an app that I and a lot of other people use to track our diamond paintings in. And what I decided to do, I got this idea, I'm trying to remember who I saw do this first, but I decided to add a pumpkin emoji in the name of each of the kits that I thought would work for Drills and Chills. Kits that I was really on the fence about, I tried to leave out because I didn't want to add it to anyone's confusion. But I'm hoping that for those of you that are still trying to decide what kit you want to do for this event and trying to figure out, would this kit work? Is this on theme? Maybe this will be helpful. So
Yeah, now that I'm not just picking and poking at little things.
We'll go through and you can kind of see some of the Halloween and fall kits that I have.
This is filling in now.
It's a lot of witches. I didn't realize I had so many kits that have witches in them, but witches are kind of like an automatic qualify for the event. That was an easy one. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I did pre-sort these, and you can see that I have over 40 kits that would hypothetically work for this event. First up, these are kits that I haven't unboxed on my channel yet. That's why they're under not received. But this first one is called Fall Fling. It's from Diamond Art Club's Amazon storefront, and I'll unbox it at some point soon on my channel. I don't remember the artist for this one off the top of my head, and this might be one of the only kits that.
All right, now I keep I'm stopping to watch her video while I'm videoing myself. That's okay. You know what? Let me just end this now.
Centimeters are about 9 by 9 inches, so it's
while I
really little.
sit here and gravitate towards her video so I know what I'm doing for my Drills and Chills 2025. So I will, next time I video, I'll probably be much further along in this because I want to get it done so I can get on to other things. So
this would work.
Well, it's 12:30 in the morning. I guess it's good night for everybody. Good night. I will see you next time. I actually have sound. Yay, I figured it out. No more soundless videos, guys. Sorry about that. And good night.